Will the Nittany Lions devour the Hawkeyes? Or will the Hawkeyes... I don't know what the Hawkeyes can do to the Lions. But anyway, who wins the game? Stay tuned and I'll tell you. What is up, college football fans and fellow members of Mountaineer Nation? This is Couz, and thank you for tuning in to another edition of Couz's Corner, your go-to channel for college sports with a heavy dose of West Virginia Mountaineers. Before we get started with today's show, I want to recognize a couple of my subscribers, Double A and Michael G. Martin. I really appreciate your subscription and your support. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, now's a chance to do so. Just please hit that subscribe button, and if you like my content, smash that like button for me, okay? And also share Couz's Corner with your friends, please, especially if they're a Mountaineer fan. Now let's get on with today's topic. Breaking down the Iowa-Penn State game. Let's start out with defense. These two teams are both very great defenses. You may even call them elite defenses. This is going to be a defensive struggle, in my opinion, a low-scoring affair. Let's start with Iowa's defense. Iowa is 7th in the nation in total defense and 2nd in the nation in scoring defense, giving up only 11.6 points a game. Penn State is 33rd in total defense, but 3rd in scoring defense, giving up only 12 points a game. But Penn State is 2nd in the nation in red zone defense. Their opponents are only scoring 53.3% of the time when they're inside the 20-yard line. That is just phenomenal red zone defense right there. So both of these teams are going to make you earn every yard and every score, which means you have very little room for error on the offensive side of the ball. Both teams will also turn you over and will take advantage of mistakes. Iowa leads the nation with 12 interceptions in 5 games. That is phenomenal. And they have 16 total takeaways. Penn State tied for 21st in the nation with 9 takeaways, which is also a good number. Both of these teams have standout defensive backs. For Iowa, it's Riley Moss, who has 3 interceptions and 2 pick sixes already on the year. And for Penn State, it's Jair Brown, and I hope I got that name right. He also has 3 picks on the year. And neither of these teams give up a lot of big plays. Iowa has only allowed 12 plays on the year of 20 yards or more, and Penn State only 15. So there again, you better be ready to grind it out and get long drives, because they're not going to give up big plays, not very often. Now let's talk about the offenses. Penn State is 52nd in the nation in total offense. It's not great, but it's not terrible either. A little better than half of the teams in Division I football. But where they really are better than Iowa is in the passing game. They're 26th in the nation in total passing offense. Their quarterback, Sean Clifford, is completing nearly 70% of his passes for 1,300 yards, 11 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. But in games against AP Top 25 teams, he's doing even better. He's completing over 70% of his balls in games against tougher competition. Iowa's quarterback, struggling a little bit. He's completing over 60%, about 62% of his passes, but only about 50% in games against AP Top 25 ranked teams. So he's actually struggling a little bit against a better competition. He's thrown for about 943 yards, 7 touchdowns, but he's only thrown 1 pick now. So he does protect the football. He will not make a lot of mistakes. So they play good, sound, efficient football and let their defense win the game for them. Offense doesn't hurt them, gets just enough points to win, and takes care of the football. Neither of these teams will hurt you on the running game. They're both in the 90s nationally. In running, they both average less than 4 yards a carry. But they will run the ball just to keep balance. They both run more than they pass. The offensive standouts for each team, Penn State has a wide receiver named Jahan Dotson. There again, I hope I didn't butcher that first name. But Dotson is 6th in the nation in receiving touchdowns with 6. And Iowa has a tight end named Sam Laporta. Laporta has 22 catches on the year with 2 touchdowns and is averaging over 12 yards of reception. So he is a nightmare for linebackers. Now let's talk special teams. This right here is what I think is going to be the difference in this football game. Neither team is bad in special teams, but I think Penn State has the edge here. And I think they're going to win the field position battle, and here's why. Iowa is 29th in the country in kickoff return yards, which sounds good, but here's the catch. Penn State is 1st in the country in kickoff return yards allowed. And you know what? How many they've allowed? Goose egg. 0. They have not allowed a kickoff return yard in 5 games. You know why? Their touchback rate is 97%. So I was not going to get a chance to return it. It's that simple. Reverse that. Go the other way. Iowa's touchback rate is low. It's like 50% or less. I don't remember the exact number, but it's around 50%. So Penn State's going to get to return some kicks. And Iowa's kick return defense is not very good. They're giving up about 20 yards a return. So Penn State could potentially start with good field position. They probably won't get to return a whole lot of kickoffs because Iowa's probably not going to, because they may not score a whole lot. But when they do, they're probably going to get decent field position. And I think that could, I think that could give them an advantage because I don't think Iowa's going to score a lot either. Because Penn State's defense is pretty darn good too, and Iowa's offense is not. So I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of kickoffs in this game. So it means every single play and every single possession and every single kickoff, every single punt is going to matter in this game. And and punting, they're about even. Field goals, they're about even. But I give the edge to Penn State in kickoff return. And I think that's the difference in the game. I think the field position battle is won by Penn State. Therefore, I'm picking Penn State to win the game 16-13. I know the game's in Iowa, and Iowa's favored by 1.5. But I'm picking Penn State to win the game for the simple fact of I think they will win the special teams battle. I think because their offense is better than Iowa's, they're going to be able to move the ball a little better than Iowa is. Therefore, they're going to have the advantage on that side as well. But it's not going to be easy. Iowa's not going to give them anything. They're going to have to earn it, but I think they will, and I think they win the game 16-13 and overtake Iowa as the number 3 team in the country. So let me know what you think in the comments. What do you think about my prediction? Do you think I'm right? Do you disagree with me? Do you think I was going to win the game? I want to hear what you think about it. I want to hear your opinions and your thoughts and your breakdowns of the game. And don't forget to subscribe. Okay, hit that like button, and also hit that notification bell so you'll be caught up on future videos. Remember to share videos with your friends. Thanks for tuning in to Couz's Corner. Until next time.